Red Bull chief Christian Horner has revealed more details about the impact Max Verstappen's high-speed crash at Silverstone had on the Dutch driver. Max Verstappen was knocked out by the impact of his high-speed crash at the British Grand Prix earlier this season, according to his team principal. Christian Horner had provided more details about the impact of the crash at Silverstone, which occurred after contact between the Dutchman's Red Bull and the Mercedes of title rival and eventual race winner Lewis Hamilton. The two drivers were racing hard as they entered copse at high speed, but disaster struck when they touched wheels at 180 miles per hour, sending Verstappen careering off the track and through the gravel trap before he slammed into the tyre wall. Hamilton was slapped with a time penalty for his role in the incident, but he still went on to win his home race, while his rival was taken to hospital for precautionary checks after his huge smash. Now, new information has emerged about the effect the crash had on Verstappen. He was, obviously, massively frustrated with the Silverstone outcome, because he'd done the hard work, Horner said to Channel 4. He'd won the sprint race, and got the pole for the main race, the Grand Prix. He managed to hold the start. It obviously got pretty tasty down the Wellington Straight and then, of course, the accident. It was a massive accident, 51G. It broke the seat, I think it knocked him out, and it was, for sure, the biggest accident of his career. That was tough for him, and he was disappointed that he let the team down, that it was within the budget cap world that we are, so that's a huge amount of accident damage as well. But he quickly brushed himself down and said on Monday, "If I had to do a race again today, I could do it." The debate has raged on ever since as to whether or not Hamilton was at fault for the crash, which may prove to be the difference at the end of the season, with things so tight at the top of the drivers' standings. Just 6 points separate them after 16 races, in a tense title tussle, which seems set to go down to the very last race of the campaign in Abu Dhabi. Verstappen was critical of Hamilton after that crash at the British Grand Prix, accusing the Mercedes man of being disrespectful, in what the Dutchman perceived to be over-the-top celebrations after winning the race while he laid in a hospital bed. The Red Bull racer was later slammed for not checking on Hamilton's condition after they took each other out of the race at Monza a few Grand Prix later, but Horner insists the two scenarios were very different. Max at Silverstone hit the wall at 51G, at 160 miles per hour, knocked out, airlifted to hospital, he said. It's a big difference between that and the incident at Monza, where he could feel Lewis reversing while he's still in the car, the engine still running. He knew Lewis was absolutely fine. Indeed, the medical car didn't even see the necessity to visit the scene. So I think it was a completely different scenario. Of course, big things get made of this, those PR machines that go into motion, but it was a racing incident. He knew Lewis was absolutely fine. He could feel him trying to reverse out the gravel. So he was just disappointed that he'd lost an opportunity of a great result in Monza. If you like this video, please hit the like button to give this channel a boost. If you would like to see more Formula One, please hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell to be notified of future videos.